Hello, everybody. It's another live stream. It's another Blackhawks game. First time since Wednesday, as that could not have gone any better through the first 50 minutes of the game. It could not have gone any worse through the last little bit of the game. But anyway, I'm at least feeling a little better about where we're at after that game, because we were at least able to score. But the only issue was giving up way too many goals and just sitting back. We had a 3-goal lead with 8 minutes to go in that game, and lost by 2. So, but it's really been an issue of scoring. And today we were able to execute, or Wednesday we were able to execute. We weren't able to score first again, but then we were able to score 4 straight before ultimately just falling apart, which we like to do, just hand them late goals and end up losing. But Tyler is on early. It says we got 3 other people. He says hi. But we got the Canadiens tonight, or today, I guess, 1 o'clock here. Early start on the day after Thanksgiving. Stand up. Well, 106, doing "O Canada" for the Canadiens. Then we'll do national anthem next here. And then we'll be ready to drop the puck. But this was kind of a last minute stream idea. I wasn't initially planning, as I was out Black Friday shopping earlier. Made it back just in time, so I decided to start it. And why not? Plan to do the full game, at least as of right now. Blackhawks in the reverse retros, first time at home, second time this season. And I actually saw them in person for the first time today at our local Dick's Sporting Goods. They were on sale, and they look cool in person. And a lot of people hate them, but they look better on the ice than they do just sitting there. See if the Blackhawks can continue my good little week of sports here. Cowboys, that was still this week, 5 days ago or whatever. Vikings 40-3. Blackhawks almost won on Wednesday, which was okay. We haven't been that close lately. And then yesterday, the Cowboys beat the Giants. So, but that game in Dallas the other night, that is so frustrating. We scored those 3 goals when I wasn't watching. I turned it on. We scored 1 goal. I thought we were good. With 8 minutes left, handed them 3. Handed them. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. Another thing that's hurting us. Terrible on the power play. And after a great start to the season on the PK, it's gotten rough. All right, goaltender matchup. We got Sam Matembo for the Canadiens. 7 games this season, 4-2-1 record. And his goals allowed average just below 3 at 2.57. On the other end, it's Arvid Soderblom back in there. He's given up 9 goals in his last 2 games. But Peter Mrazek hasn't been much better. So 7 games for Soderblom, 2-4-1 record. And his goals allowed average above 3 at 3.19. So the offense looks to stay somewhat hot. And the defense will try to step up. Seconds away from puck drop. The United Center. Here we go. It's going to be a fun one. Canadiens, Blackhawks. Canadiens, after making the Stanley Cup 2 years ago, really terrible season last year. And then they're getting back on the right track early this year, 10-9-1. Hawks with their favorable 6, 10, and 3. Trying to go for point number 16, maybe 17. A familiar face back in on this Canadiens team back here in the United Center, former Blackhawk Kirby Dach. The puck has been dropped. The Canadiens have the first possession, and they very quickly ring it around. But on the forecheck, they'll send it behind the goal line where they look to get something generated. Pressured there by Jared Tenorti of the Blackhawks. The Canadian fell to the ground. And here comes Andreas Athanasiou. He had a goal the other night in Dallas. As the Hawks have a little bit of his own entry, but the first line will head off to the bench as they check it on deep. Canadiens run it down and look to get the fast break going here. That pass could not quite be handled as Murphy tries to strip him. Chips it free along the boards where the Canadiens are able to grab it back. Cooley threw it towards the net. It was tipped and blocked by Max Domi. And now lofted back out to center. Canadiens might have caught the Hawks in a change. White sweaters in there. Send it behind the glass. And now the Hawks send it back the other way. Chip and chase here for Colin Blackwell. Lost the race, but there's a jolt from, didn't see who that was, but there's a quick shot looking for the tip in front, and they get it from Blackwell, who was right on top of the crease. And now a turnover forced. Oh, nope, never mind. Dujar Kara could not quite hold the line. Second line with a good shift there. We're about a minute and a half in. Offense or neutral zone face-off coming up here. Tays will win the face-off here at center. And Jake McCabe quickly sends that around the boards. Picking it up far sides Montreal. They send it back this way and all the way back out to center where the Hawks will pick it back up with the logo. That's Caleb Jones, the defenseman. His brother Seth is back. Caleb turned it over there. Thrown in front by the Canadiens, but behind their man. They sent it right back to the corner. That pass beyond the reach. All the way back down to the Blackhawks offensive zone. Matembo out to play it. And the Canadiens get everything set back up. The outlet connects. And the 3-on-3 they enter. Far side. Centers one. And in close. He missed the net. Oh, he got right into the crease. Tried backhand forehand. Missed the cage from in close. As now a turnover is forced by the Blackhawks. Pitched back out to center. Canadiens back on it. Each side will change their personnel up. Boris Tkachuk back for the Blackhawks. As Sam Lafferty, the fourth-line centerman, is injured. So Tkachuk back from Rockford. And now a neutral zone issue there for the Hawks. But they're able to regain here. Pressured at center and knocked off the puck after a nice check. Cross-ice pass, hit a skate. And now nice play there by Reese Johnson to grab the puck back. He slid it through the slot, nobody home, but Tkachuk able to bounce it back up top. Thrown right back toward the net where it was intended for a tip, but he never got one there was Seth Jones. And now the Canadiens in. That dangle wasn't erased after a nice defensive recovery from Andreas Athanasiou. Veteran Jack Johnson won the Stanley Cup final with the Avalanche last year. Fires it through. Canadiens back to pick it up. And they'll shuffle it on out to center. And now counter. On the far side, it goes down low. They score. The Blackhawks again are unable to score first. A little tip play off a 2-on-2 rush. The back checkers again beat in deep. Edmondson will take the tally. It's Connor Murphy with a turnover at center. A 2-on-2 rush, but then a Tenorti gets beat. Edmondson has a backhand tap in on the doorstep. And the Canadiens score first. The Blackhawks have not scored first for I don't even know how long. 1-0 Montreal. Oh my God. How hard is it to score first? 3 minutes, 30 seconds in, and the Montreal Canadiens already have the lead. Jared Tenorti, who goofed up on that last play, but it was mainly Connor Murphy who had a little bit of a turnover. Tenorti sends it in front, and that backhand shot just missed the net. Murphy back on it, right wing point, and he'll fire it down behind the goal line. Nice job, Athanasiou, to pick it up. Athanasiou looking in front. The pass hit a skate. But the Hawks keep it in. There's Max Domi. Now to the corner, looking in front. Athanasiou was darting towards the net, but the pass didn't quite connect. Here is Athanasiou now. Nice stick lift by a Canadian defenseman to send it back out to center. Jack Johnson on the back check for the Hawks as Calgren had a nice forecheck, but he had no help. And now Jujhar Khaira chipped it, but he could not quite chase it. Edmondson has his first goal of the season. Monahan has the assist. Canadiens with another shot. It's blocked and deflects up and out of play. Good pace to the start of this game. 15:31 to go, but it's not playing in the Hawks' favor as they're yet to pick up a shot, although they have had the puck for a good amount of time. Canadiens have an offensive zone face-off. Work at left wing point, sent it toward the net. It was blocked there, but they grab it back. In front it goes, but a bit too hot to handle there. Nice play off the face-off by the Canadiens. Ultimately, nothing doing. Khaira sends it cross ice. Jack Johnson leads the rush. They're onside. Quick slap shot on net, but Montembeault with the easy save. Blackwell just let it rip. See if he could get a rebound for Jack Johnson, who was in close. No dice. Caleb Jones out there along with Jake McCabe, the defense pair here. 15-11 to play. Offensive zone draw to the Blackhawks. They work it high to low. Now behind the net, it's Jonathan Toews. Stops on a dime. Now a corner battle. Toews sent to the ice, but the Hawks grab it back. Looking in front, the pass hit the net. Hit the back of the net. Oh, geez, that was terrible. Radish tried to center it for Jones. It hit the back of the net. How do you do that? Canadiens sent it out. McCabe back in his own zone, touched it out to center. Canadiens had to tag up before they could bring it in, so that allows the Hawks to grab back the puck. And now Toews. Toews room at center, cross ice McCabe. Forehands it on down. Toews goes to the forecheck. Montembeault out of his net to play it. Sent it through the half wall. Few bodies fly the ice in the slot. One Blackhawk, one Canadian. Canadians come up with the puck here. And they enter. Nice play. And he'll take it behind the net. Nice check, but it's still in the crease. Canadians pick it back up here. Pass intercepted by Jones. Caleb Jones to Jonathan Toews. Back to Jones. And backhanded back out to the logo. 14:04 in the first period. 2 shots for Montreal. Their first one of the day was a little tip shot that worked out on the rush. And now they forecheck here. Icing ran off. Chipped up to the point. Surveys, lets it go. It's blocked. Loose in the slot to... The Canadiens are winning these 50-50 pucks early. Diving play from Tkachuk. He couldn't come up with it. Canadiens left wing point. Flip shot into the glove of Soderblom, who was able to read that one through traffic. And that's the under 14 timeout. That's our first TV timeout. Today after Thanksgiving, the Canadiens strike first. Forgot to change my scoreboard. Why do I always forget that? I was too busy on my anger. On the far side, it goes down. Wow, they score! The Blackhawks again are unable to score first. A little tip flat. Nearly 15 minutes into the stream. We're just about 7 minutes into the game. Canadians already on top of the Blackhawks, 1-0 with a strike, 3.5 minutes into the game.
skills required to maximize your performance and value in today's workforce. Classes meet in 8-week sessions, 100% online, on campus, or a mix of both designed for working adults. Your time is now. Transform your skills and potential with a graduate degree from Lewis University.
All right. Well, they're going to the telestrator here on the goal. So the puck is loose in the neutral zone, right at the red line. Murphy is there. The Hawks, if he can connect that, the Hawks might have a 2-on-1 in. Instead, a Canadiens defenseman, Edmondson, jumps out of nowhere to intercept the pass. He then finds a guy on the far side half wall. Edmondson cuts through the middle of the ice. He's wide open with a tap in as he sneaks by Tenorti, who kind of got lost. But the offense looks to step up here. Athanasiou through center. This is Caleb Jones. Jones left it there for Kane. Kane, high slot. Didn't pull the trigger. Plays it back. McCabe fakes the shot. Now far side. Here's Jones. Back to McCabe. McCabe over to Kane. Kane cycles up high. Kane at the point. Domi slid it through the skates of Athanasiou, but he's back on it. Athanasiou in the corner. Kane skates along the half wall. And Kane, again, just continues to struggle. He's not himself. 2-on-1 for the Canadiens. What a job by Athanasiou to pick off the pass. He leads a 3-on-2 rush for the Hawks. Athanasiou for Kane. Kane, Athanasiou. He's looking for Domi. It was loose in the crease. Couldn't put it home. Now Murphy at the point for Kane. Now Domi in the circle. Domi back low for Kane. Athanasiou in the trapezoid, knocked off of it. Athanasiou recovers as it's tripped free to him. Athanasiou's pass intercepted for Kane. And out of the zone. Good push for the Hawks here in these last few minutes, but just really haven't gotten any prime chances out of it. Each team will change as Murphy brings it back deep. Jared Tenorti, Connor Murphy. Enter on the far side, quickly knocked off with a stick of Radish, who's had a rough start. Radish applying some pressure here. Backhanded around in their own trapezoid. Canadiens pick it back up. And now some room to skate through the gut. Nice move to seek around a few red sweaters. Pass a bit beyond the reach. And that puts it back in the home team's hands, the Chicago Blackhawks. Tenorti had to put it deep as he was checked. Hawks pick it up. There's Radish. He missed the net from 2 feet away. He was right on top of the crease. I don't even know how he missed the net from there. Here's Philip Kurashev. He's got Radish. He's centered. He was looking for Radish. It hit a skate. Now up high. Jones lets it go. Tipped. Rebound. So it's not in. Oh my gosh. You can't come any closer than that. They had 3 guys there. The Canadiens had 1. Matembo was scrambling. What a job by Jones to throw it to the net. There's Radish. There is Kurashev. Oh, he had a look in a slot. Matembo was on his belly. It got blocked somehow. Oh, my. Canadiens take it in their own zone and are able to clear. Right back to the Hawks. McCabe fanned on the pass, and the Canadiens are now going to be able to have a bit of a possession as it's loose in the trapezoid. Who wants it? Caleb Jones wants it. Jujhar Khaira back for Jones through his skates. And now the Canadiens with a chance, and a shot that missed wide. I thought it was in again. A lot of scrambling being done. Each team struggling to just kind of really get any clean play set up. Nice recovery there by Blackwell, but he can't force it out of the zone. Canadiens are yet another life here. Jones battling. They centered, and the shot was blocked initially. He got another whack, which he whiffed. And the Hawks counter the other way. Radish for Tkachuk with some room. Tkachuk behind the goal line, stops on a dime and recovers. Tkachuk for Johnson. Knocked off of it there. Reese Johnson gets some help from Entwistle now. Ultimately, the Canadiens win the battle. Now they turn it over as the pass didn't get through. Jones. Johnson! Missed the net wide on the slap shot. Got a tip wide of the cage. Here's Johnson to the slot, knocked off of his blade. Johnson picks it back up and sends it behind the goal line for Tkachuk. Tkachuk, left wing point Johnson, back for Entwistle down low. Entwistle again. Pressured by the former Blackhawk Kirby Dach. Jones is out there. Seth Jones is out there on the ice. Entwistle rings it around this side. Halfway through the first period, Seth Jones backhands that around. Entwistle. Nice play, Entwistle. But the Hawks were in the midst of a change, so nobody to help him out. Comes back to center. Jones trying to counterattack now. Seth Jones stops, surveys. Him and Athanasiou ran into each other, putting the puck back in the Canadiens' hands. They have a 2-on-1. 2-on-1 for Montreal. Pass was tipped, and the Hawks are able to grab it back. Looked like a penalty could have been called. That is not the case. Here comes Kane through the middle. Kane. Down low for Athanasiou, who tips it in for Domi. Didn't get through. Montreal deep in their own zone. 8:35 to play in the first. Some time to look things over. Now cross ice. Didn't connect cleanly. Here comes Kurashev. Kurashev spins. Down low for Tays. Hit a skate. And back out of the zone for Jake McCabe. Nice play, McCabe, to generate some room. McCabe across ice. Another pass is blocked. How many times and how many games can our passes that are going to generate a scoring chance get blocked? Same with passes. Turnover, 2-on-1. They what a save by Soderblom. A Hawks turnover leads to a prime chance for Anderson, but cut down with the leather of Soderblom. Oh, baby. Similar to that Stars game, the Hawks with many of the chances early on, but they just don't have any of these shooters. While we're at a break here, I'm going to see how United States hockey's doing. That game's happening right now, right? What channel is it? Fox? We're at the other 10 timeout, so it's commercial break. All right, there it is. That's where we'll see the score. I'm not a soccer person, but it's a World Cup. I pay attention. Okay, 26 minute. I think 26th minute. I think that means it's 26 minutes in because the clock counts up. All right, it's tied at 0. I don't know many things, but I know that what's-its-face is really good. England. Blackhawks, it's been really interesting. We've allowed those quick goals into games, and then shortly thereafter, it's really been a lot of our games have been 1-0 the other team after the first period. It's getting boring. Oh my gosh. All right, Nick Suzuki out there on the ice for the Canadiens. He'll take the draw against Jason Dickinson. Dickinson has it for the Blackhawks. Here's Seth Jones. And now my TV goes blurry, so I can't see any of the numbers, but a nice little touch pass. Plays it through center. Fumbled at the feet of Dickinson as he has it back, but he's able to force it back into the neutral zone. And that allows a board battle, or the Blackhawks pick it up. Blackwell tipped in. Beyond the reach of its intended target as the Canadiens are able to fire it in deep. Here's Jones. Jones, a little pivot over to Dickinson. Dickinson gets the forecheck going. This side, Blackwell. Banks it back for Dickinson, but he was actually trailing the play. So the Canadiens bank it off the boards. And not quite out. They don't want to force it out. They're just taking their time, trying to get something set up as Domi will apply a bit of pressure now. Through the middle, the Canadiens come into the zone. 3-on-3. That shot tipped behind the net, comes back in front. Nobody home for Montreal. And Domi has it for the Blackhawks. Johnson for Kane. Kane scoops it out for Athanasiou. This guy's a playmaker. Athanasiou knocked off of it, which you rarely see. Takeaway by Kane. Kane for Athanasiou. Did not get all the way through. Another intercepted pass and another counterattack for the Canadiens. 2-on-2. A little check for Murphy. Now Tenorti. Lofts it back into neutral zone. Sent right back in. Here they are. 2-on-1. They save. Man, that's another one where it just looked like it was impossible. That it would be impossible for Soderblom to make the save. Another Blackhawks turnover. Another 2-on-1. Anderson again was able to force the turnover. 2-on-1. And then Soderblom with the mitt. Athanasiou also had a nice defensive play there with the stick lift after he was able to recover. I love Athanasiou. Tays will take the faceoff here for the Blackhawks. And he has it in his defensive zone. Backhanded around the boards, right back in the Canadiens' hands. Quickly erased. Here's Radish with some room. Radish backhands it deep. Tays forechecks. Tays battles with Radish. Into the crease it goes. Nobody home. Montreal will not ice it as it was on net. That'll be their 6th shot of the day, although it was from the complete other goal line. Tip deep. Kurashev will head down there to try to retreat it. Tries to chip it free for Radish. And he does just that. Radish up high. Left wing point. Johnson back for Radish. Radish for Tays in front! Kurashev. It's still loose! And now with 5 minutes to go in the period, the Canadiens are able to pick it up. Hawks generate another rebound look, but can't quite put it home. Loose at center to Montreal. And now a nice interception by Dickinson, fresh off the bench. Pass to the slot blocked. Entwistle and Radish battle for the Hawks, but ultimately lose it. Nice recovery. Kachuk, who's playing for for Lafferty, who's out with an injury. And it's kept in by Tenorti. Tenorti to Radish. Entwistle also there. Banked off the boards, and the Canadiens another 2-on-1. Botti tried to get a bit too fancy. Could not quite release the shot. Now down low in the trapezoid. Skates up high, back down low. Nice recovery by Johnson. And finally will be knocked out of the zone by the Blackhawks. Here comes Entwistle. Entwistle lost it at his feet and just has to pitch it deep for Johnson. As 4 minutes now remain. 6 shots for the Canadiens, 5 for the Blackhawks. The first of the day for Montreal found the back of the net on a little tip play. Kara forgot the puck, but he's able to kick it there for Johnson. Now Kara just throws it towards the net. Easy save made by, I forgot his name already. The Blackhawks again look like, oh my God. We aren't even trying to score. We can't get in the slot. We can't generate space. I simply don't understand it. Well, I've got one person on nearly half hour into the stream. 1-0 Canadiens. Looks like the way it's going, the Blackhawks are going to be scoreless through another first period. They cannot start fast. They can let the other team start fast and then usually have a nice recovery, but they can't start fast.
Black Friday through CBA Shop is offering 25% off select retail now through December 2nd. Stock up, CBHshop.com. Great job by Boris Kachuk on the last play. Steps onto the ice. And when he steps onto the ice, there he is. Now look what he's doing. He's got it. He's facing up ice here. He sees everything that's going on. Good sense of what he's doing. Reads the plate, steps in. That's good transition for the Hawks.
All right, the Hawks. Whoa! They cut to a weird. They were showing a replay, and the Blackhawks just with their best chance of the game. Loose at center, they grab it back, and they're right on in for Max Domi, but he's offside. Yeah, that was the right call. Him and Kane got a bit. Wow, what a chance, though. Right off the face-off. Neutral zone draw to the Canadiens. Shot attempts nearly equal, but Montreal leads 13-12 in that category. But in the real shots, the Blackhawks lead. Soderblom out of his net to play it. And here's Connor Murphy. I like this line. Long pass, Athanasiou. Let him make a play, but he just flat out missed the puck on the pass. Loda high in front. Nice save. Soderblom through traffic. It's still loose behind the net. Johnson chips it free into Kane's hands and cleared to Domi. Domi, stick lifted off of his blade. 2:45 to go in the period. Canadiens right back in. Armia sends it deep off the glass. Chasing it down is Tays. He's got Kurashev and Radish with them. 3-on-3, Jonathan Tays. Tays, Radish, throw through the net. It was blocked again. Now Tays behind the cage, threw it in front. Nobody home. Right back out of the zone. Here's Jones. All the way to the Hawks end of the ice. Here's Tays. Turns it over. 3-on-2. The Canadiens from the blue line and lets it go. It misses up high off the blocker of Soderblom. McCabe for Jones. Swung around for Radish. Ships it to center. We might actually have a power play upcoming for the Blackhawks here. Mike Matheson? Yes, Mike Matheson's going to go. 2 minutes for high sticking on Radish there. Wow, that's a ticky-tacky call, but it is the right call. Very hard one to see there. It was right by the Blackhawks bench, and none of them were even jumping up screaming. The call was made. The Blackhawks with a power play. 1:53 to go in this period, so they'll get it for the rest of the period in the first 7 seconds of the other one. But this is huge here. Offensive zone face-off. Tays will. He didn't drop the puck. Canadian booted out. Suzuki in to take it, but oh no, looked like Tays won it. He lost it. Usually we're more on the power play as of late. You can't even tell. It looks like we're on the penalty kill. 1:45 to go on the man advantage. Here's Kurashev. Nice pass. Up high it goes. Down low for Kurashev. This side against the glass. Tays looking in front. And it comes right back to Tays, who couldn't handle it. The Canadian. That's so terrible. They're not even trying. They don't have anybody in the slot. You're not going to generate any chances if you don't get anybody in the slot. Here's Kane. And if you ask me, Kane and Tays have been terrible this year. Here's Kara. I think Athanasiou has been the best player. Kane able to keep it in at the line. Athanasiou for Kane. That's why Kane has been the worst player on this team this year. He just got the softest pass and he couldn't even handle it. And they didn't even try to make up for it. Here's Athanasiou. Athanasiu far side. Thrown in front. Kara was there for the rebound, but he whiffed. Here's Jones. Up high for Seth Jones. Now down low for Athanasiu. Bad pass. Here's Caleb Jones for his brother Seth. One-timer wide off the end wall for Athanasiu. Athanasiu far circle. Up high, Caleb Jones. Near side, Seth Jones. Caleb Jones blocked. Back to Seth in the near side circle. Athanasiu one-timer blocked. Now Kara spins up. Athanasiu final 20 of the period. Athanasiu down low. And nice save by Marcia and Bo or whatever. Final 10 seconds. The Hawks get a look in the crease, but everybody just whiffs whenever we get a look in there. Here's Caleb Jones. 3 seconds. He leaves it there. One last second shot. And they don't even know how much time is on the clock. 7 seconds to go on the power play in the second period. This team is outrageous. Unbelievable. I mean, that's a joke. These guys in the studio, oh my gosh. And like the announcers, the guys in the studio, I understand that's their job, but they're like, this team's getting better. They're getting better. We were really good to start the season. We scored 5 goals a game. And now we can't do crap. And they're like, we are not getting better. We're getting worse. We had 4 turnovers in that period that led to 2-on-1s. And one of them was just a stupid play from our veteran Connor Murphy. I mean, Murphy, Kane, and Taze are the only ones who played on this team last year, who have played on this team for a decent amount of years. And they're some of the worst on the team this year. Murphy just handed him a goal. Taze has been lousy. Taze and Kane, they've been getting assists, but most of the time they've been lousy in the offensive end. And you can tell that they don't want to play for us. But still, you're the ones who want out. You're the ones who want to win. You're not winning if you're not like, maybe we'd be winning if you actually wanted to play for us. And they keep saying, oh, I never want to leave here. You do want to leave here. You can tell because Taze, even when we score a goal, Taze doesn't even smile and he's, oh my God. And I think Luke Richardson's a great coach, but all of our players just suck. They don't want to be the physical team. They don't want to take, they don't want to take risks, but Happy holidays from Benny's Beverage Street. After every goal, after every milestone, after every game. I just find it as if we just don't want to be the winning team. I want to know if there's a mindset. I mean, we better not find out at the end of the season that we're losing intentionally. Because none of our guys, I understand it's bad to slam your stick and stuff, but sometimes I like to see it because that shows that they actually care. I haven't seen any of that. It just looks like they're okay with losing. Like, it's a big deal when we score a goal. It's a big deal when we win a game because this team's such a joke. I'm going to keep watching every game. I'm probably going to go to a game in person. But there's no point if you're going to... Oh, my God. I feel stupid just screaming at a computer screen, even though there's nobody on right now. But I need to get it out in front of somebody.
Welcome to the Under Center podcast presented by St. Xavier University.
I mean, these guys at the intermission show, they're going to say, yeah, I liked how they got shots. All these shots are from the blue line. Those aren't dangerous. They're going to say, oh, they're trying to generate rebounds. They aren't trying to generate rebounds because they don't even put anybody in the crease. They're trying to get tips, but nobody even is good enough to just tip it. Nobody's even good enough to get in a slot. Nobody's even good enough to just shoot it. Like, to have good shots instead of just shooting it right to the goalie's chest where he doesn't even have to make a save. Oh, my gosh.
Get a photo with Blackhawks holiday decor and more. It's fun for the whole family. Get your tickets now at blackhawks.com/holiday.
I think I'm going to take a little break here, go get something to drink or so, and then I'll be back in a minute. Hey, hope you didn't miss me too much. It wasn't that long.
Nine shots on goal apiece, scoring chances 5-on-5, 9-6 in favor of Montreal. High danger chances 4-3 in favor of the half. Cale Jones is standing by with Chris and Troy. It's our Coors Light game report.
I've never played hockey. I've never coached. I don't know any hockey plays or anything. Right now, I'm drawing up a 2-on-2 rush play, and I'm trying to find something that I'm going to try to show it to you, but I want to find something that just seems like it would work because,
It's always exciting to go back there, see a lot of good friends and family, and you always have a little extra juice when you're playing in front of that many people. So it's fun. It's unfortunate we couldn't get the win. It would have made it a lot better, but it was definitely great. It was great that stuff back too.
Caleb, Chris and I were talking during that first period. The shot that goes through that first layer off the backboard.
all right, so here's the first one I got. I don't know if you can understand, but here's what I got. So we got 1, 2, and then here's our defenseman. This guy's going to come through. I mean, I've seen this before. He's just going to cut. This is just on a basketball clipboard, don't be. But he's just going to come through. He's just going to drop it for him. This guy's just going to cut to the net. He's just going to simply try to beat the D. This guy switches places with him and can just fire it down to him. And
We just got to keep playing north and simple and not see their transition game. Family members follow you up from Dallas.
All right, I'm gonna try to do another one. This time I'm gonna do a 3-on-2 or three. Yeah, I'm gonna do a 3-on-2. We've had plenty of 3s-on-2s. We've already had probably 2 in this game.
It was great to see her and have fun, and the Dallas Cowboys won, so we were really excited. That's a win all around. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Happy Thanksgiving to Mom, and we'll talk to you next Thanksgiving again.
All right, so let's say this guy on the outside has the puck here. This guy's gonna cut. This guy's gonna try to make a little. All right. So here I've got a little 3-on-3. So this guy on the outside is gonna have the puck. He's gonna come up. He's just gonna try to kind of try to fake that defender here along the half wall, pull up, and then you got this guy cutting. If he's there, you got this guy right wing point. Is this guy with the puck sitting left wing point? Otherwise, up high, or this guy who was on the right wing side of the ice initially, he's cutting right toward the net. Depending on where this guy goes, without interfering, he can almost set a screen here and hopefully not commit an interference penalty and just try to cut the guy down. And he's gonna. I don't know what it is with us. If we just can't find space, if we can't find time, I think one big issue, we don't have people who are good stick handlers. And we don't have a lot of people that are very smart with the puck. Or such, or there's just some major issue where things aren't clicking.
Now for a plan that'll help you get your expensive repair bills paid. Because it's not a matter of if your car will break down, but when. Call Car Shield. Call 800-588-6545. 800-588-6545.
Buy 4 tires and get up to $260 in savings after rebate at Bell Tire's Black Friday sale. Or get even more with extended hours Friday, Saturday, and Monday only. Plus, get tires as low as $49 after rebate. This is it, our biggest sale of the year. Buy 4 tires and get up to $260 in savings. But this sale ends Monday, November 28th. You miss this, you will $260 in savings. You choose the lowest tire price, period. At Bell Tire. Buy online, save time in store.
Do you think I can turn this on without? If you wanna, well, there's no way. I'm not gonna worry about it.
Get your intermission bets in now before they shift again and sign up today using the code Chicago5X.
Betting, sports betting's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough turnover at the blue line. And a great pass by Monahan, little sifter, and I love a good glove save. And this is a beautiful one.
Not only is betting ruined sports, but it's just making people. It's making people lose money, and then it's making them It's making their lives worse too. And then here's another thing. As you know, I'm a huge PGA golf fan, and when we have our PGA tournament, John Deere Classic here every year, they have a thing now where they have to put in the result of the shot within 10 seconds. Like the people following the group, they have to put in the result of the shot within 10 seconds because somebody could be standing there and betting on it. It's made so much of that, and I don't even know. All right, so we're going to commercial break before getting back. Hawks will have 7 seconds of power play time before we're back to even strength, as it looks like it'll be another power play falling short. And when I mean another, I mean another. Oh my gosh.
My signal is totally ghosting.
You need a better network. 'Tis the season to switch to Verizon. They'll give you the new iPhone 14 Pro. Millions. Oh, plus Verizon gives you another Apple gift too, like Apple Watch SE, iPad, Beats Fit Pro.
Oh, for me.
No, Scrooge.
This Black Friday weekend, get our best deal of the year. Only Verizon gives you the new iPhone 14 Pro, plus an Apple gift like Apple Watch SE, iPad, and Beats Fit Pro. All on us. That's a value of up to $1,900. Verizon.
This just happened in the Bruins Hurricanes game. Josiah Slavin had a breakaway for the Hurricanes. Linus Ullmark, the Bruins goalie, came all the way out to the blue line to stop him. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to watch that one again. Oh, geez, that's funny. Tyler says listening to Christmas music. I started listening to Christmas music right after Halloween. I'm a big Christmas person. All right, here we go. Back any minute here from back here for second period. It's another score. I think it's been 7 games now since the Blackhawks have scored in the first period. I was counting before that Stars game, and it was at 5 or 6. So I'm pretty sure it's at 7 or 8 now since we've scored in the first period. It's been so bad.
What about turnovers? Turnovers, I don't like. Block shots, I don't like either. You got to get those too.
Tyler said he has a lot of videos uploaded. I've been watching them. I just don't always comment because I don't really have a lot of things to say.
Side of it, Connor Murphy in the neutral zone. Looks like it's an open area. Joel Edmondson does an excellent job jumping into play, scoring the goal for Montreal. Let's go down to Colby Cohen now. Colby, you were talking about an interesting between Max Domi and a player from Montreal. Yeah, 6 degrees of separation in the NHL. When Max Domi was playing for the Montreal Canadiens, Luke Richardson obviously being the assistant coach.
All right, Hawks on power play for this first 7 seconds here. And then they'll head to the main advantage, or then they'll head to 5-on-5 until we find ourselves another penalty. All right, here we go. Dickinson, Suzuki. Dickinson has the center draw as the penalty is now over. Both teams are at full strength. 7 seconds into the period. That one tipped at center as the pass was intended for Blackwell of the Blackhawks. Nick Suzuki now for the Canadiens rings it around the half wall, intended for Doc and went through his skates and in the hands of Dickinson for the Blackhawks. Sent up for Blackwell. He couldn't quite handle it. Sent all the way back down. deep in the Canadiens' own zone, which is now on the right side of the screen. Here in period number 2, as each team gets a little flip. Nice pressure from Dickinson on Suzuki there. But it ends up in the Canadiens' hands. Nevertheless, nice play, but through the skates of Doc because it was a bit too hard to handle. Here's Johnson to Taze. Taze up for Kurashev. Lofted in. Kurashev along with Taze on the forecheck. To the neutral zone come Montreal. Nice outlet to Suzuki. He was in the middle of a change, so he just sends it down for Jared Tenorti of the Blackhawks. Tenorti under a bit of duress, and he turned it over. At the point, the Canadiens play catch. Shift along the half wall now behind the goal line. Looking in front, pass off a leg. And now Murphy knocked down, no penalty. The Canadiens go behind the net, bring it in front. What a save by Soderblom. Point blank, about a minute and a half into this second, completely dominated by the Canadiens. Murphy's just tripped to the ice. The stick is in there. That has to be a penalty, but a great save by Soderblom. I don't know. That's not a penalty. 18:33 in the period. Soderblom, except for that one mistake earlier, which his defense didn't really help him out with, he's been good. Another Blackhawks turnover. The shot was whiffed on. And it goes right back to the center ice logo where the Canadiens reset here. Servason plays it on up. Back to play. It's Soderblom out of his net. He was under pressure, so he had to fling it off the glass. That pass to the slot picked off. Canadiens again will fire it down. Goes all the way around and all the way back out to center, where again it's fired around. Oh, jeez. Canadiens with a cross-ice pass. Looking in front. He's centered. Not quite easily handled there. Patrick Kane slows. Leaves it for Domi. Domi at the skates of Jones, who was able to knock it down. Kachuk plays it to the point. Long shot. Went wide. An end wall bounce. But the Hawks, why would you change in the middle of an offensive zone when you could get something going? They did it, though. And the Canadiens have an entry of their own with a shot up high. Soderblom deflected it. Kachuk couldn't play it. Backhanded over, but through the stick and whacked right back out to center. Kovacevic, that's a tough name to say. He batted it down. And Jake McCabe on the back check for the Hawks with Caleb Jones, who won the puck in a corner battle. And Jones, long pass beyond the stick of Kachuk. God, dang it, it's an icing. Forced plays. Offensive zone faceoff for the Canadiens, but it splits their two defensemen and goes all the way back down to the other side of the ice where a nice check's applied, and the Blackhawks might have a 3-on-2. Johnson got it poked right off of his stick. We do not have any... Why does that happen so much where it's just poked right off of our stick? Dickinson able to shove it out to Kara, right back to Tenorti. That pass is tipped, and it would have led to a 2-on-1. Saucer it. Do something. Why are our passes always tipped or blocked? Nice recovery there from Tenorti. Chips it free for Dickinson. In front it goes to Blackwell. Blackwell, right wing point. Murphy flipped it toward the net. No tip! Two guys are standing there and none of them tip it. Instead, they're trying to get rebounds, but you can't even put it in on the rebound because all you don't ever do is just fall, or you just take it right back behind the net or something instead of. Austin Sportsman said he's at Assembly Hall. I saw on your college basketball predictions that you were going to that game. It's not the fake spaceship Illinois has. Oh, jeez. State Farm Center's done good these last few years. I haven't been forever. It's bad. I go to 1 or 2 football games a year, but for some reason, my parents always go to a basketball game with their friends, but they never take me. I don't know why it is. I think we're going this year, finally, though. All right, in the offensive zone, the Hawks just kind of whack at it, and it ends up deflecting out of play. After a good pace to the first period, this second period's the worst. This is terrible. It's so bad. We're terrible. Why can all these other teams in the NHL just score 4 or 5, sometimes even 6 goals a game? We haven't scored, the first 5 games of the season, we probably had 15 or probably 20 combined goals. We were averaging 5 goals a game or something. Oh, and I don't know what's happened. Another defensive zone turnover leads to the Canadiens keeping it in. Behind the goal line. Swings it back up high, stops on a dime, spins down low. Thrown in front at the goal line here. They going to get a shot away as now it's sent diagonally down from the blue line all the way back to the right wing point. Nice pressure there from Joe. Oh, dang it, that pass. Kane would have had a breakaway, but another block pass. Jeez Louise. 5 minutes into the period. At the line. There's the Canadiens pass tipped. How about that? Hawks might have a 4-on-3. Here's Kane. Stops. Back for Domi. For Kane. He threw it towards the crease. Yeah! I need to get that out. A 4-on-2, because one of the Canadiens will have to change for some reason. A 4-on-2, and you don't even get a shot. So bad. Offensive zone faceoff, though, that Dickinson has played a horrible game, keeps turning the puck over, is going to take. He wins it. At Pie Jones gets a tip, but it got tipped 20 feet over the net. Loose here on the near side half wall to Kara. Kara spins. And now behind the goal line for Dickinson, who turns it over. Kara forechecking. And now Dickinson trying to spin away from pressure. Found some space. It's loose in front. And they cannot score. Here's Kara back on it. For Dickinson, in front, score! Caleb Jones, that one is in! The relentless forecheck of Jujhar Khaira, who did it 3 times on that shift. And finally, the Blackhawks with some life. It's a whole new hockey game. We're tied at 1. Dickinson, oh my gosh. He brought it right to the crease. We had 2 guys there. The Canadiens had 2. We all whiffed. And it was such a great effort from Kara. And then Jones was wide open. I thought that Dickinson wasn't going to be able to find him. He eventually did. That's a huge goal. And the Blackhawks have tied this game. Enormous. And I thought that all that work from Kara and even Blackwell even from what's its face, who hasn't had a great game. All that work was going to be put to rest. Jones joined the rush late, and the Hawks have tied this game. Through the middle, here comes Jones. Kicked it to the stick for Kurashev, but he kicked it a bit too far. Jones regains at the red line, and now Seth Jones to Jack Johnson. Long ways up for Tays. Cross ice, Jones. Jones finds some room, and he has a nice little move. Jones back for Tays. Tays trying to slide it in front. Nobody was there. And the Canadiens will have a counter of their own. Doc, the former Blackhawk, try to tip. Nice save, Soderblom. Here's Tenorti. Up for Tays. Tays. Try to get too fancy. 2-on-2. Cole Caulfield chips it free. Suzuki. Doc! That pass was tipped. That was a beautiful play from Caulfield, Suzuki, and then Doc was heading right down there. And then there's a bit of friendly fire from two former friends. Huge goal from the Blackhawks, Caleb Jones. That's just what they needed.
Builder account, you can get a cash reward for every month you save. Wait, so you're gonna reward me for saving my own money? You got it. A little incentive to help you get into the habit of saving.
That sounds great, but
Yeah, absolutely. We call them customers.
When a bank helps you make real financial
Right wing,
progress,
nice pressure there for him. Oh, dang it. Got it right to the back. Or Dickinson. And some space. It's loose in front. And they cannot score.
ready for any terrain.
Here's Kara back on it. Or Dickinson. And front score. Caleb Jones. And what is it? The relentless move to Darkera.
To be positioned for the future, companies are ready to implement energy-efficient opportunities to improve workplace comfort. That's why businesses throughout Northern Illinois are partnering with the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program to find up to 35% in energy savings. Because at ComEd, we're not just powering for the now, we're powering your business for what's ahead.
Well, let's take a look at how this Blackhawks play happened on that goal. Blackwell, Dickinson, Kara all out there. The Canadiens trying to force it out. That's Gallagher. Gallagher's looking for a way out. It was his long ways pass was blocked with the body there of Kara, who then brought it from the half wall down at the goal line. Dickinson. Jones joins the play late and is able to put it home. Nicely done.
Tries to make a one-on-one move. A couple slaps into the hands of the Montreal defenseman. And he's in the box, 2 for slap.
All right, so Jonathan Toews. Now the Hawks are going to a penalty kill. Stupid NBC Sports Chicago cuts to commercial so quick. Toews is gone for slashing, I guess, and the Hawks are on a penalty kill. Well, looks like this is going to be a 2-1 game in the Canadiens' favor. Remember when we scored all those shorthanded goals early in the season? All right, a minute 40 to go on the man advantage. Doc scores. Why am I even a fan of this team anymore? Suzuki. There's no traffic. Tenorti's right there. He can't block the shot. Soderblom must be blind because he can't make the save somehow. I could have made that save. It wasn't a good shot. It went, oh my God. 2-1 Canadiens. The Hawks penalty kill finds another way to blow a game. And it is 2-1. They're down again. They have to come back again. Momentum does not help us. Momentum only ruins us. Because you think that we have the momentum after that goal. Toews ticky-tacky call. Toews gets stupid. There he is again blowing it for us. And then Tenorti just wouldn't block the shot. Put 4 guys in the crease. Find a way to block it. And then Soderblom, I don't even know what he's looking at. He must have thought the guy on the complete other side of the ice had the puck. Hawks again have more shots, but they have less goals. They're on the rush here. Jonathan Toews looking in front. It's another pass block. Here's Domi working low to high. Here's Caleb Jones. He was going to pass it, and then he, tried to stop the pass. Didn't work out. Here's Kane. Kane towards the net. Loses the puck. Kane, another way that he's just screwing us up. 3-on-2 for the Canadiens. They have scored again. Oh, it hit the post. I'm off my play-by-play stuff because this team's so bad. They're attacking again. It missed the net wide. Here is Kane. Lofts it out to center. Remember when we were attacking and getting on a forecheck? Now we're just sitting back again like what happened in that Stars game. Here's Murphy for Kane. Long ways up. Forced pass again. We'll battle here at center. And again, the Canadiens have won a 50-50 puck. It's again. I just keep saying, but it's true. There's a shot. Soderblom, nice save. He doesn't know where it is, but it's in the far side corner now with the point of slap shot blocked. It's loose in the slot where it's kicked to the stick and handled by the Canadiens yet again. Swung down low, intercepted, cut off there by Murphy, who's able to backhand it off the boards and out. Slapkovsky deep. Soderblom out to play it. He turns it over. Maybe that was more Connor Murphy's fault. Again, another turnover. That's how the Canadiens scored their first goal. Jones around the ice and down. And an icing. We're going to an under... Or no, never mind. Soderblom, that's Armia. Armia is 5 feet away from the net. Soderblom is 5 feet out of his crease, and that's why it hits the post. That's not cutting down the angle. That's opening more up. I understand cutting down the angle, but that's not cutting down the angle because one deke and he's done, and that's something that Alex Stalock, who's injured right now, struggles with. Another unclean zone entry for the Hawks as their stick handlers are just terrible, and they should be ashamed of themselves. And in come the Canadiens with a shot, a kick save, and a rebound given, and doesn't even try to get it out. He's literally... I'm not even going to stop talking. I'm just going to tell myself that it's Fur Bedard. Montreal has 14 shots. The Blackhawks have 12. If I was at the United Center for any game this season, I'm going to go down to the ice and punch one of these players because this is straight up an embarrassment. 10 minutes through the second period. We're halfway through the hockey game. We're halfway through the middle stanza. Here come the Canadiens. Had a seam on the far side. Walking, bodying up towards the net. Nice recovery there. And then a nice save, Soderblom. Hawks chip it through the middle, but again, the pass is unable to be handled because everybody on this team just has terrible stick handling skills. Back comes Montreal down low. Nice job to intercept it by Jones. They look to get some space the other way. Cross-ice pass connects there. But then, classic Blackhawks chip it into their own bench.
Achieves a dream alone. There are the coaches, the teammates, the first ones, the closest ones. These are the people that inspire me. The ones that made it all possible. I guess you can call this my life. With the right support, any dream is possible. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Watching a replay of that goal call on that Canadian second goal. I lost it. Oh my gosh. But it's like I just want to do play-by-play of a team that actually like we cannot get down and win. I don't think any of those games, I guess that Kraken game, but I just simply don't know what we can do. Because Kane and Taves can say all they want about wanting to get traded. They're part of the problem. They can't do crap either. Nobody can. Caleb Jones is just going to ring it around because we're not skilled enough to generate any space. The Canadiens do have a turnover here, and Dickinson had an assist on the last goal. That line's out there now. Caleb Jones up high with his brother on the far side with a shot. It's blocked, and it's tipped out of play. If the guy's standing there, don't shoot it because you just know it's going to be blocked.
Trying to get it past that first layer. Good stick by the Montreal Canadiens. High forward there to direct that one up into the netting.
Face off in their own zone to the Canadiens, who just bank it out. And Caleb Jones will retreat to grab it in his own zone. 3-shot advantage, 15-12 of the Canadiens. Jones finding some space. He's tripped up. The Blackhawks are going to be heading to a power play. That's the right call. Dananov's going to go. And that is the right call. Caleb Jones had a head of steam through center, and then it got caught right in the stick. The Hawks with the second power play of their day. Are they actually going to be able to do something on the power play? That'd be nice. Nice call there. Dananov's going to go. 63 in white. Caleb Jones was sent down to the ice. Blackhawks with their second man advantage, trying to get back in this one and tie it. Jonathan Toews has a face-off. 5 forwards out there for the Hawks. Kane, Toews, back up high. Kane missed the net on the slap shot. Deflects up and out of play. Another blocked shot. And it says we got 2 guys standing right in his shooting lane. Kane, 15 points, only 3 goals. He has it out for Toews face-off win here. Kane, one-timer, hit the post. Maybe caught a piece. I think it got a piece of whatever his face is, and then hit the post. Here's Kane over to Toews. Toews far side. Toews down low. Radish couldn't shoot it as he was running top of the crease. Toews again. Now Kane. Kane at the point. Kane, left wing. Now Kane again for Toews. Far circle. Up high, Kane. Kane. One time, Domi missed the net wide, and it swung around the boards and out. Soderblom out to play it. He's got time as both teams change. Kane will stay out there, though. Actually, that whole unit stays out there for the Hawks. Kane leaves it for Domi. Nice move to jab around a defender. And now Kane through the middle. Touches it for Radish. Back up high, Kane. Kane left it for Domi. Now Kane near circle. Kane across. Domi back to Kane. Patrick Kane towards the net. It's loose, and they are denied. Another loose puck in the crease for many seconds. It's unable to be whacked home. Soderblom nearly turned it over. Oh, jeez. 30 seconds, one final power play rush upcoming. Here's Seth Jones as they change personnel now. Nice move from Athanasiou. Athanasiou right through the middle for Seth Jones. His brother's out there. There he is, Caleb Jones, at the point with 15 on the power play. Jones, one-timer. Athanasiou slid through the crease. Tip back up to the point for Jones. Towards the net. Save! Rebound, Athanasiou! It's still loose. Up high, Jones. One-timer didn't work out. Athanasiou behind the net. Now in front. Athanasiou behind the net. And the pass intercepted. Penalty over both teams' full strength. Hawks again with a great power play, but they can't score. Jujhar Khaira leaves it there for Seth Jones. Jones for Athanasiou. Nice move! He's cut down and close. Now Radish sneaks away from a defender. Can't get any farther. 6:25 to go in the period. Through middle come the Canadiens. That's a nice saucer pass. Wasn't quite properly handled on the blade. Tenorti battles down low. And he tries to find Blackwell, but it instead knocks off of his stick and into the stick of a Canadian. Nice recovery from Tenorti. He's able to tip a shot. Tip a shot up and out of play. Good power play for the Hawks. I'm not minding it. They got plenty of chances on the rebound. They were able to work it. They just, I don't know. Defensive zone face-off win for Tays. Or excuse me, that's Colin Blackwell. Who now tries to run it down in their offensive zone here. Nice job by Blackwell. That's the good effort we like to see, is that Caroline and Dickinson line and Blackwell line all out there again. They have led to the only Blackhawks goal so far on 19 shots, 15 for the Canadiens. As now a near turnover. Dickinson for Murphy. Through center, Blackwell stops on a dime and fanned on his clearing attempt. Initially was able to bat it on in, but it's back in Montreal's hands. 2-on-2 they enter with a shot. Wide. Swings back around this side. Blackwell trying to find any space, but he was in the midst of a change. So are the Canadiens, so they just will take their time deep in their own zone. 5:14 to play in the period. Canadiens have it in their defensive zone. But they turn it over. Radish in front. Nice job by Taylor Radish. Now Kurashev down low for Tays. Looking in front as Tays. He's got a man. But the shot was missed by Radish, who's had a good shift. Up high to him now. Taylor Radish. Jared Tenorti. Tenorti towards the net. Pass tipped into the hand of a white sweater. Knocked down. Breakaway. 1-on-0. Cut down. Soderblom again denies a breakaway. He's done that a few times lately. Now a corner battle to the Blackhawks, who finally win a 50-50 puck. They've looked good the last few minutes. Turn it over here. Luckily for them, it is offside. And Gallagher has some choice words, as you can hear over. He's overly sensitive. And Gallagher had a breakaway moments ago with some room up high. He went up high, all right, but he missed the net.
Standard on these Chevy SUVs. Find new safe places, find new roads. Get $1,000 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash. Visit ChevyDriveChicago.com today.
This is supersonic Wi-Fi from Xfinity. It's fast.
So gaming with your niece has never felt more intense.
Welcome to the fastest internet on the largest USB network. Only from Xfinity. Unbeatable internet.
All right. Almost an hour and a half into the stream. 2-1 Canadiens with just over 5 minutes to play here in the period. England and the United States are tied in the 70th minute.
Spicy sauce, spicy seasoning, spicy jalapenos, spicy fries. Boy, Arby's getting loose with the spice on the new Diablo sandwiches and fries. Arby's, we have the meat.
Sunday on NBC Sports Chicago, the Blackhawks welcome the Winnipeg Jets to the Madhouse. Matt Boyle, Scott Darling preview the matchup on Blackhawks pregame live at Sunday at 6:30 on NBC Sports Chicago. Radish with a great opportunity. Jonathan Tays wheels around. There's Radish. Puck comes out to him. He just misses the top corner.
All right, here we go. We're back. And again, NBC Sports Chicago doesn't want to show you the opening face-off after the break. Andreas Athanasiou, Patrick Kane trying to make something happen. Nice touch pass for Jones. He couldn't settle it. And now with 4 to play in the period, the Canadiens just a little flip in. Soderblom's going to hold on. Just play it. There's nobody running at you.
to the nose. Anytime you see a player's helmet come up like that, that warrants a penalty, but the refs deciding not enough there.
Today's elbow pads, they're like hitting a brick wall.
Face off to Montreal in their offensive zone. Work it right wing point. Now left wing. Slid it through the crease. Nobody home. Back to the right wing side of the ice. And now behind the goal line. Swung back up high. At the point, one-timer. Goes up and over the cage. Rung around far corner. Tried to deke around McCabe, nothing doing. Kara able to pick it back up. A Canadian lost an edge. Here comes the Hawks. Blackwell. Back for Jones. Blocker save and a beauty. Another on-man rush opportunity that goes to rest. Now a Blackhawks turnover. Leads to a Canadian entry. Nothing doing. Back checked by Johnson, who has it here. The defenseman leads the rush. But he just wants to change. Yeah, go ahead. 3-on-2. We don't want to score. We're just going to put it on down and change. Turnover nearly by Caleb Jones. And now that is indeed the case. In through the slot, pass picked off. Another 3-on-2 opportunity here as Entwistle goes on the chip and chase. Slides around a defender. Sends them down to the ice now. Kachuk with a check, and now an entry left there. Entwistle, what a move! What a save! As Mackenzie Entwistle had a breakaway from the slot in, and we are going to be heading to a power play. It's a hook. That's what prevented him from elevating that puck. Blackhawks to the third power play of the day, and this is huge. 2:21 to go in the period. Kachuk, a little touch pass from Entwistle, who dekes around two defenders. And if he's able to elevate that, he has a goal. But luckily, a penalty is called.
Now you look at Seth Jones, this is what he does best. Sees the opportunity, jumps into the play. That's a golden scoring opportunity right there for Seth Jones.
21 shots are the Hawks, 17 for the Canadiens. Offensive zone faceoff on a 2-minute power play. It goes to the Canadiens, who are able to quickly sweep it down the ice. Here comes Kane, head of steam. Leaves it for Radish. He tried to get back to Kane, who had a lane. Couldn't do it. And it's another clear. Kurashev this time back to retreat on it. Now for Kane. Kane for Kurashev. Back for Kane behind the goal line. Swung around for Radish. Radish out of the corner. Back for Kane. Intercepted. Nice recovery from Radish to pick it back up. And now Kurashev for Taze. Taze didn't like what he saw. We'll spin it on back for Kurashev up high. Kurashev near side Domi. Domi looking for somewhere to go. Change places with Kane. Kane at the point. It's Taze. Taze walks far side. Domi down low. Slid through the crease. Didn't get the tip. Now Kane for Taze. Taze for Kane. Kane for Taze. Walks, shoots up high. And out of play. 37 seconds to go in the power play. 1 minute to go in the period. My TV's glitching here. Now we're back. Offensive zone face-off for Taze. Wins it. Up high it goes Kane. TV glitches again. Kane is at the left wing point when we resume. And here we go. Kane, blood shot. Got the tip. Got the rebound. But did not get the goal. Everything you want. A tip. And now a turnover. Taze! Save! Rebound! Out of the zone! Jonathan Taze had a wide open lane from the blue line in. Now a breakaway the other way. Hit the post! A short-handed post. And now the Canadiens again shorthanded. 5 seconds on the power play. Another shot. Just missed wide off the end wall. It bounces to the corner. Jones over to play it. Final 15 of the period. And now into the zone. Jones will just tip it with the final 10 ticking off. The Canadiens look like they will be happy to carry a 1-goal lead into the third. That'll be the case. Final 3, maybe one last look, but it ends up getting dismissed as we're through the first 40 minutes of play. Well, it was a good start to the period as the Blackhawks hopped on the board, able to tie it, but then seconds later, or then a minute or so later, classic Blackhawks, they give it right back on a power play goal for the Canadiens and Nick Suzuki. 2-1 Montreal through 40. Blackhawks in comeback mode as we head to the third. All right, I'm going to take my intermission break here, and then we'll be back here in a minute. Hey, well, we're in intermission. I just got this crazy idea. Why not watch the the U.S. versus England game? It's in like the 80th minute. And I'm pretty sure they play 90, so. Then I'll try to get my soccer play-by-play up. All right. 80th minute here. I don't even know what color uniforms they're wearing. 10 minutes to go. And then I think, don't they do extra time? Or is that included in the 90 minutes? I have no idea. It's bad. How many players are there even on a soccer team? I don't even know who's who. Okay, I think we're wearing white. Oh, no, England's in white. That's Kane. I know him. Whoa, that was a bad shot. Oh, no, never mind. It wasn't a shot. It was a pass. So the clock never stops, right? Halftime's at 45 minutes. Don't worry, I'll get back to the Blackhawks game eventually. Probably rather watch this because there might be more goal in this game than the Blackhawks will score. Oh my gosh. I'll be right back. Ooh, a foul. There's fouls in hockey or in soccer. Okay. I see. Lost something. I don't know where it is. Oh yeah, 7 minutes until stoppage time. Okay, so stoppage time is what they call it. Oh, that should be a foul. Yep. I actually got one right. It looked like he tripped him. I don't even know what offsides is in soccer. Like offside on such a big field is stupid. Penalty kick or penalty, whatever, free kick. Everybody has to line up. No, foul, free kick. Yeah, free kick is what they call it. I don't know if a draw is good for the U.S., but I'm assuming that it would be because England's so good. You don't want to lose to them. I think England's good. Probably better than Wales. I always find it funny how in soccer you can like play your goalie technically is kind of like he can like play it to you and the players can pass it to their goalie. I should probably go back to the game here pretty soon. One moment. Uh-oh! Oh, good, he saved it. England almost scored. Scary stuff here.
think if you're watching this U.S. team for the first time, you should be proud of what you've seen. Some of the most renowned pundits and former players talking about it. This is the youngest team at the tournament. The United States. They have stood in the face of England. They traded blows. They did the crossbar. And we still have a chance to go win this thing. Waiting for the fourth. Obviously, lots of ball. He can find an angle. The other side, perhaps. First touch.
Oh, dang it. Two minutes until stoppage time. I feel like once we go stoppage time, although that's probably the most fun part, then I'll... Whoa! Get in your net, goalie! Jeez. That's what they say in hockey. If you're a goaltender, it's 10 the goal. All right, U.S. is coming back here. Oh! Ah! Whoa! How can they kick it that far? Oh my gosh. USA, 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 USA. Oh, phew. Oh, he flopped. He flopped. That's a bad call. Oh, he just flopped. He barely even touched him. I don't even know what's considered a foul, but... All right, stoppage time. 4 minutes, okay. England's going to do a corner kick, then I'm going to go back to the Blackhawks game because I bet the third period's about to start here. Oh, geez, that was scary. All right, I'm going to go back to the Blackhawks game. I really want to watch that ending because if it's done with stoppage time, they don't go to penalty. They don't go to like a shootout or anything or whatever you call it. It's just a draw, right? I think so. I'll pull it up on my phone in case this Blackhawks game is not back, but I don't want to miss it. So, excuse me.
Jessica, taking a little break with a bed in the frosty.
I got it. Hello.
Free kick for England. Oh, jeez.
And helping us earn the JD Power Award for highest member satisfaction among commercial health plans in the Illinois Indiana regions. Technology is meant to make our lives better, especially when it makes them easier, happier, and healthier. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois is committed to advancing and simplifying the
Why is this soccer? I've never been so nervous for soccer in my life. Mainly because I've never watched soccer. I've got 3 screens in front of my face. I got a big TV, I've got a small, medium-sized computer, and I've got a small phone. Just what I need. More screens. A free kick for England. Oh my gosh. That was close. All right, they're at the commercial right before they head back for the second period. Oh, there they are. They're back. Third period. I think I said second. Oh my gosh. Boy, do we need to win this one. Because this is one of the easy games mixed in with a lot of hard ones. So. And to think that we were the best team in the NHL just 7 years ago, now that we're the worst. Well, not a bad start of that second period for the Blackhawks, but a really rough end or middle part of it, as the Canadiens were able to get right back, get that goal right back. Oh my gosh. The game ended in a draw. 2 draws for the U.S., but England's not a bad team to draw. They're pretty good, I think.
Catch me up on what we may have missed from this game so far. Hawks tied the game, but gave one right back on a power play. Hawks have had some good looks with traffic in front of the net and looking for those second opportunities. Keep an eye on Radish, number 11. He's hanging around the front of the net, not getting through. Spencer Kane getting the shot through. How the goaltender sees this and makes a move on this play is incredible, with the vision taken away by Radish, and again, Radish in front of the net. Hawks just need to find a lucky bounce in that area. They're putting pressure on Montreal defense to clear the front of the net. They're putting pressure on their goaltender to come up with the original save through some traffic. Sooner or later, you're going to get that bounce. Chris Foster's Troy Murray, Colby Collier.
All right, opening face-off here in the third period. Tyler's back. Perfect, just in time. Third period of play, here we go. It initially goes to the Canadiens, but they'll ring it back down where the Hawks are able to pick it back up, but not out. Behind the net of his own, Jack Johnson backhands it through the half wall. Intended for Domi. It's turned over instead, but a good recovery as it's tipped up and out of play.
One of the officials on the ice say hit the camera. It's coming right into your living room. How many people at home watching the game flinched on that? I flinched. You know my way.
Athanasiou was able to chip it out long ways up to Kane. That's one of the rare long passes of the Hawks that actually was able to connect. Kane's pass deflects over to Jack Johnson. Up high, Kane leaves it there for Johnson, who walks the line. Johnson swung down low beyond the reach of Seth Jones, and now back for Kane. Left there for Athanasiou in the trapezoid. Let it go through Domi. Domi into the slot and back out. Battle here in the neutral zone goes to the Canadiens. Minute into the period. looking for somewhere to go here with Suzuki. And he's got a guy up high. Suzuki backhands it down. And on the forecheck, the Canadiens were initially able to win the race. Not much longer. However, what a forecheck, or what a keep at the line led to a great one-timer. But he missed the net. Pass comes all the way back to center. Canadiens will have to take it back out and regroup. And now in on the rush. Nice check applied there by Murphy. Puts the biscuit back in Taze's hands to the line, but not out. And the Canadiens with a prime chance. What a save, Soderblom, as they tried to go with somewhat of a tic-tac-toe there. Cole Caulfield denied point blank.
From the Montreal Canadiens, Suzuki all the way across through a seam to Cole Caulfield, who reminds me so much of Alex DeBrincat in stature and the way that he shoots the puck, 5'7", 175 pounds, so basically the same size as DeBrincat.
Wow, Cole Caulfield's shorter than me. He's 5'7", I'm 5'8". Canadiens slid it through. Nice job to bat it down by McCabe, but not out again as the Hawks are struggling to get a clear. Luckily, it's back in McCabe's hands, or Murphy's hands, rather. It's kind of hard to read these numbers on these reverse retros. Canadiens pick it right back up. 2-on-2. Stop. Spins. Slid through the crease. Nobody homer. There was somebody, but not a tip. Kovacevic here on the near side. Taken away by Kara. Dickinson banks it off the glass, or banks it off the boards for Kara. Kara for Dickinson with some room. He shot it, and it was, now Dickinson again, in front again. Oh, baby. Dickinson's shot was stopped by whatever his face is. And then he thought he had it. It slid right through him, and it was so close. Now the stupidest turnover you'll ever see. Luckily, he lost an edge and couldn't shoot it, but the Canadiens still have possession down beneath their own goal line. Nice recovery. Seth Jones, who's able to bank it off the glass and all the way out. Tips out of play. Hawks need to stop defending and start offending on the offensive side of things. Dickinson, what a shot. And man, oh man, that was so close. Face-off to Canadiens. Long shot, blocked. And the Hawks are able to get it out of the zone. And they're going to ice it here. So missed play. Should have just passed it to Kachuk instead of ice it. Now you got to go all the way back down to the other side of the ice.
Good crowd here at the United Center on a Friday afternoon. You'd like to see the Hawks score one here, get the crowd revved up and back into it.
With the exception of that Boston game,
Face off again to the Habs. At the point, lets it go. It was kicked away. Oh, man. If he was able to handle that cleanly, was Reese Johnson. The Hawks might add a 2-on-1 heading back the other way. We battle here at the neutral zone. Tenorti with Johnson and Entwistle. The stick comes flying out of the hands of Caulfield, and that prevents them from getting an offensive chance. Canadiens still on the attack here. Backhand pass, nobody was there to receive it. And Connor Murphy out of the zone to center. Murphy whiffed on the clearing attempt. Entwistle comes over to help him out, and will do the job for him. Montreal had a steam across the line and into the zone. Slid through the crease. Was not handled by his intended target. Now right through the gut. Jones to Kane. Batted away. Forced pass. Jones just had a lane right up the middle to shoot it. Domi bounces it over to Johnson, who banks it through the trapezoid over to Seth Jones. He's got the name of an alternate captain this year. Domi turns it over at center. Canadiens 3-on-3. Walks. Weaves. Couldn't get anything out of that one, as Seth Jones will clear the zone. Hawks with a partial change. Canadiens with the attack. Far side half wall, a little spin. Nearly 5 minutes through the period. Long flip shot. was dangerous, but it got blocked by a Canadian in front. Athanasiou starts the Hawks charge. Athanasiou off the side of the net from an odd angle. Behind the cage, applying pressure is Tays. Canadians just in a change, trying to set something up. Now Tays right in the crease, trying to make him force something. Tays trying to bait him, and now they'll finally start after wasting about 20 seconds behind their own net. Donanov. No dice. Edmondson, who has a goal today. That was the first of the Canadiens. And now a long stretch pass. Connect. Better recovery, Caleb Jones. Leads to the puck finding its way back out to the neutral zone. And again, the Canadiens slow up, deep in their own zone, setting something up. Flipped over to center. Dickinson couldn't bat it down. Jones will. And the Hawks counter. Deep for Kara. Kara over there with Dickinson of the Hawks, 16 and 17 in red. Up high, Murphy lets it go! Oh, what a save through traffic by Matembo. Funky bounce finds it in the Canadiens' blue line, and then a big hit. He is down, and we are going at the UC. Fist flying, Kara, Murphy, Dickinson, Blackwell. This line has plenty of action today. It was kind of just a little dump in, hit off somebody's body, deflected right to a man who then got ran over. Dickinson, physical, big hit. And then he was down for a little bit there. And some major extracurricular activity. Slavoski goes down after the jolt from Dickinson. But it looks like he's all right.
Black Friday is here at Menards, and we've got the perfect present for your loved ones. With something for dad, mom, and the kids. Everyone in the family will get what they want, even your furry friends. Enjoy the season and the savings. Deck out the tree and stock your stockings with these great gifts at amazing prices. Hurry in and save big money. These deals won't last long. Did you think Corey wasn't real?
I'd like to thank our sponsor, Liberty Mutual. They customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Contestants ready? Go! Only pay for what you need. Liberty.
2-1 Canadiens lead. We've got about 13 minutes here to go in regulation. Hawks again in comeback mode.
Jason Dickinson is not a dirty player. And if you look at the youngster, look at him reaching. He is exposing his head by reaching for that puck. The head is ahead of the body. Dickinson comes in there, and then Slavoski straightens himself back up. Monahan delivers the shoulder.
That's right. Corey Sabret, number 23, one of the officials this evening. He's a former pro player, played in the American League, was drafted, played in the OHL for the London Knights. And in situations like this, having a former player at a high level being the official, making those types of calls, you like that because they understand certain things are circumstantial, and there was no penalty on the play. We'll stay 5-on-5. Sabret over at the bench. We've already seen
Neutral zone face-off to the Blackhawks, but it's going to get called back because they weren't quite ready to drop it.
Josh Anderson is a tough customer, 6'3", 220. I'm sure Dickinson wants to go in that direction. Albert Jackeye is out on the ice. Jackeye is tough as well. Edmondson, they've got some physical...
Well, the second time around, the Hawks still have it. And they control it here in their own zone. Connor Murphy banks it up to center, but his guy wasn't looking. That was Kara. Into the zone it goes. Soderblom behind his net to play it. Backhands it around there. And now this is Jason Dickinson back out there after the fight. No penalties were called. Dumped down by Blackwell. Kara forechecks. But unable to amount to something as we're 7 minutes into the third period. Domi line is in. It's the Canadiens' turnover, but unable to be held in at the line. The box reset here. Johnson to Kane. Left there for Jones. Or Athanasiou, rather. Athanasiou had a sting. Near side. Athanasiou! What a move! But he could not get the shot away. Seth Jones, boy, is Athanasiou fun. Near side, here's Domi. Domi looking across ice. Pass blocked again. If there's no passing lane, don't pass it. Canadiens have a 3-on-3. Long shot, just missed high. Regain here along the far side. Held in at the line. Now we'll skate that blue line. Near side circle. Walk. Shoots. Blockered away. Big rebound given. Nobody on the doorstep, though, is Doc will now chase it. Taze or Athanasiou pushed a bit. Puck won by Jones. Straight up the gut. Athanasiou. Athanasiou for Johnson. Johnson over to Domi. Blocked. Another shot or pass by Domi that got blocked. Athanasiou heavily pressured. Back up to the point. Rung around by McCabe. Tipped by Domi. And the Canadiens intercept it and loft it down. 25 shots for the Blackhawks. Only 19 for the Canadiens. But the Canadiens on 2 of those shots have found the mesh. Is that not a penalty? Just completely hugged him to Doc. Helmet comes off there, and now he doesn't like that. Did Johnson, as he kind of took a little whack at Doc, who's back in his former home arena. Entwistle, nice move. He's a few of those today. Good kick to the stick by McCabe. Over to join the party, though, as Entwistle threw it into the glove of Martin Bowe. Offensive zone faceoff. Taze will take it for the Blackhawks. And he will win it again. Here is Entwistle up high. Johnson lets it go. It's another block shot. Johnson walks behind the goal line. Johnson looking in front with a shot and a block. It comes right back to Johnson. Fired towards the net. Oh, another block shot. And now Jones. Seth Jones. Toe drag. Left it there for Radish. Blocked. Again. Edmondson backhands it all the way down the ice. Too short for icing. Seth Jones. Swings it around for Johnson, who ices the puck, and that's absolutely horrible. Johnson didn't even try to pass it to anybody. He just backhanded it where he knew nobody was. Defensive zone draw, which Taze will take. Seth Jones has some time behind his own net. The long stretch pass connects before being knocked off of his stick. Back on Jones's, and now Jack Johnson. Here's Taze. That line will go for a change. Halfway through the third period, Hawks still trail by 1. Darting towards center, swung around. Out to chase it is Connor Murphy. Tenorti battling. Banked off the side of the net off a shot from the Canadiens. Out of the reach of Tenorti as the Hawks are going to need a clear here. And Blackwell does just that to Dickinson. Kara diagonally down. Nice play. Dickinson to force some pressure. Kara puts his body up against the glass to knock that one down and keep it from going out. But that didn't last for long. Fluttered in. Blackwell will forecheck.
Not sure what to call offside. Okay, thank you, Colby. I thought you guys could hear the official. He screamed it right by my side.
And I guess they have an offside whistle.
Selective hearing, perhaps. It's 2-1 Canadiens in the third.
9:22 to go. The Bruins just won in overtime against the Hurricanes. They're the first team in NHL history to win their first 12 games at home.
Winner of this game gets OBJ. Lamb, 10 sweet first down. We go for a fourth deep in our territory. Here we go for a fourth down. Mike McCarthy already started with the foolish thing. Now Jalen Smith wants the time. We needed that sack, North Arkansas. Mike Hopkins, by the way, thank you for Phil Down.
We gotta get pucks through. I think they're up like 15 block shots for Montreal, so we gotta get pucks through the D. I think the D needs to start jumping up, maybe take some risks, jump up in the play, and just keep flying out pressure. Well, Kyle Davidson, player reaction, gets ready for Sunday's game against the Jets on Blackhawks Post Game Live. Now back to the United Center. Here's Chris, Troy, and Colby.
Thanks, boys. Here's our upcoming schedule brought to you by Bell Tire. The road ahead. Mentioned a lot of Canadian teams on the schedule right now, and then a very difficult trip to the Metropolitan.
Oh my God! Here's our upcoming schedule. Jets, Oilers, Rangers, Islanders, Devils. If we don't lose today, then we aren't going to win those 5 games. So we're probably going to lose like 30 straight. That'd be fun because we get to settle out of records. So, jeez. My final record prediction's like 15 and 90. I don't even know how many games they played. Hand pass. Another stoppage.
Yeah, I want to know what Scott Darling thinks of David Savard's beard. It's a pretty good beard. I think Darling's got it,
Neutral zone face-off to the Canadiens. Loose at center. The Blackhawks have it. Athanasiou knocked off of his stick and out of the zone. Back to center. Nice move. But left it a bit too out in front. Weissing waved off by Athanasiou, but he could have had a breakaway if that pass would have been able to connect. That pass connects for the Canadiens. And Suzuki, who has their second goal of the day, will wrap it on down. And now forecheck. In front it goes. Was not quite able to be settled. Now a center ice pass will start the Canadiens on down. Doc chips it free after he was bumped. Left there for Entwistle, who shoves it along the boards for Kachuk. And the Blackhawks are back out in the neutral zone. Kachuk forgot the puck, though. And here comes, Gallagher. That's who it was. Now a Blackhawks turnover. Gallagher again. It bounced right over his stick. Few great chances for Gallagher. And now the puck comes up and hits him in the face. It pops up in the air and hits him on the top of the head. What a shift for Brennan Gallagher. Has now a check at center. Gives the puck back to Montreal. My TV glitches again. 7:53 to play. Nice stick lift. Puts the puck back in Entwistle's hands. This side, Johnson. 26-19 shots in favor of the Blackhawks. 7:40 to play. Johnson spins. He's got Caleb Jones. The two almost ran into each other. And now Jones to Johnson. 2 J's out there in the defense pair. Jones, bodied up against the glass, turns it over in the offensive zone. Another harmless rush. Here's Armia. Chip and chase around the glass. Armia pinned against the boards. And the Hawks have another exit. Kane looking to make something happen. Chip and chase. Johnson will try to run it down. Radish knocked off of it and scattered out to center, where the Canadiens, again, icing waved off. I don't think Montreal's iced it at all today. Jones to Kane. Kane through the middle. Another pass blocked on the rush. Down low it swings for Kurashev, who got pushed. 4-on-3. The Canadiens with a shot and a goal post. Oh, jeez. Now here comes Max Domi, second post of the day. Domi, what a move to Kane! And Kurashev missed it as it came to him. Here's Domi, back to Kane. Kane pressured for Tenorti. Tenorti, Domi, Murphy at the point. Man joining the play with a shot. Athanasiou's out there now, and the puck finds him here. Another pass blocked, and another loft out the center. Stretch pass, bonked in by Kurashev. Canadiens have it back. The boos arise over the Blackhawk, or the United Center. Nice play, Kara, who was able to generate the first Blackhawks goal, but his pass goes awry. It's a breakaway, and the game is going to be over if that goes in. It did not, and here are the Canadiens behind their own net in the far side corner. Played left wing point for Doc. Kirby Doc surveys, shoots, in close, they score. No, it's not in. I can't tell where the puck is. It's at the point. Now to the right wing point. He walks down to the goal line. Out of the trapezoid. Backhand shot from Kirby Doc is covered by Soderblom. 5:05 to go. Chances galore for the Canadiens, and the Blackhawks are lucky. This game's still tied. That was Suzuki with the breakaway.
At the Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event, you can make maintenance cost worries so last year. Hurry in to lease a new 2023 Tiguan for 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month payment, and 0 good signing. Limited inventory available.
Brought your baseball glove to basketball practice and turned out to be football practice? Game on, joke sleep. During Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale, get a king bed for the price of a queen or a queen for a twin and save up to $700 on select mattresses. Plus, get a free adjustable base. Shop now at Mattress Firm.
Get the perfect holiday gifts for hockey fans on your list at NHLShop.com. The world's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear with unique one-of-a-kind designs by Fanatics, Adidas, and more. All the latest styles for every NHL team. Don't miss out. Shop now and get today's special holiday offer. NHLShop.com. A Fanatics experience.
At the Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event, you can make maintenance cost worries so last year. Hurry in to lease a new 2023 Tiguan for 0 down.
Tyler just said wake up. Oh, yes. Sometimes I just forget that I just sit here. He might have thought I was asleep. I'm not. We're just so bad there's nothing to talk about. The Blackhawks' toast of the game is the post. The Canadiens have hit like 3 or 4 posts. Three posts. And usually it's like a toast of a game of a good Blackhawks player, but today they're doing the post because there's no good player. 5:05 to go in the first. Blackhawks have a defensive zone face-off, and Colin Blackwell is the zone exit, and he'll try the chip and chase again. He's tried that a few times today. None of it has worked. Back out to center. Now banked through the neutral zone. Blackwell out there with Dickinson. Puck finds Dickinson, swings it down behind the goal line for Kara. Kara pinned by Doc, his former teammate. And a penalty's been called. I'm not sure who it's on. And I'm pretty sure. Yes, high sticky. And the Blackhawks have their 4th power play of the day. Gould goes. High sticking on Dickinson. 2 minutes of power play. Draw some fake blood, Dickinson, so that we can have a 4-minute, and then we can have a 2-man advantage once we pull the Soderblom. Evans against Taze. Taze wins it. Kane up high. Jones. Jones for Kane. Down low with a tip. And it's set aside by Montembeault. Back this side. Kane near circle. Kane up high. Seth Jones. Domi fakes the one-timer. Instead he finds Taze. But Taze just was... He didn't even try. He just stood there. Taze is a joke. He's a little baby this year. That's what he is. Here's Kane. Cross ice Radish. Now Domi over to Taze. Taze walks. Shoots! Saved! And then the rebound was batted down behind the goal line. Taze between the legs for Kane. Up high. Kane walks, shoots, save, rebound, score! It's a tie game! It's a power play goal! The rebound finds the back of the net, and the Blackhawks have tied this game at 2. Taylor Radish, a rebound tap in. Kane winded it up. He let it go from the point. Radish was there. Rebound given by Montembeault. The rebound put home. The United Center into a frenzy. It's a tie game for the 2nd time today. It's a power play goal. Radish got the initial tip, and then even better, he got the rebound. Montembeault can't make both saves. He can only make one. And now, can the Hawks? This is what happened. Similar in Pittsburgh the other night. Can they actually hold on to it this time? Johnson fires it deep. Kurashev behind the goal line. Hawks look to keep the pressure on. Athanasiou's pass hit the back of the net. And now here come the Canadiens. But a turnover first. Dickinson. They're trying to center. Athanasiou cut down right on top of the doorstep. And now the Canadiens. Chip and chase. Race 1, Connor Murphy. Over 3 minutes to play. Bodies hit hard against the glass. Murphy picks the puck up and shoves it back out to center. Here's Kurashev with some room on the near side. Kurashev has no help as the Hawks were in a change. And now Kurashev hit against the boards in an awkward position. Montreal able to force it back out to the neutral zone. Hawks tag up, and now Montembeault out to play it. Kovacek, rather. Kovacevic, there we go. All right, the Canadiens on the counter. Leaves it there for Doc. Doc didn't like what he saw. He'll just spin up. Doc backhanded through the legs of his intended target. And now back behind the goal line, intercepted by Johnson, who backhands it along the half wall. The Blackhawks grab the puck. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Here they come. Seth Jones. Jones centers through the crease. Didn't get the stick of Blackwell. Canadiens back on the attack. Nice play. Kara without taking a penalty, even better. Here's Jones. Back for McCabe. 2:20 to play. Kick to the stick by Blackwell, who whiffed. Here come the Canadiens. Suzuki. Near side, and now up to the point. But it's not out of the zone. I thought it was. Suzuki banks it behind the goal line. Doc, 2 minutes in regulation. Battle along the corner. Kane able to force it out. Doc regains now. The Canadiens enter. And will check it on down. Seth Jones wins the race to the puck. Blackwell gets it back to Jones. Jones turns it over. Another Blackhawks turnover. Here they are near side. Down behind the goal line, looking in front. A stuff attempt, a rebound, and a cleanup by Blackwell, who lofts it up to center. Don't be icing. It's not icing. It was too short. Savard, 125 in regulation. Hawks would just love to get it to overtime. In through the middle, here they come. Checked on down and swung around. Murphy will try to win the battle. He could not. Nice play in the corner applied by Johnson. And now Kurashev will pick it back up as we're nearly under a minute to go. Jack Johnson. Back to center. Athanasiou taps it for Dickinson. Dickinson. Now for Kurashev. Kurashev battling 57 seconds to play. Hawks are unable to keep it in. Knocked down via a high stick of Athanasiou.
The one thing that Luke Richardson has talked about here about this team is finding ways when you score a late goal to tie it up, get it into overtime, get past regulation. Don't give up that point that you worked so hard to earn. The Hawks have done that in the past, given up that opportunity to get past.
Here we go. 52 seconds. It's a center ice face-off. Oh, I'm sweating all over the place. But if the Blackhawks can even get a point, that would be absolutely huge. They need it more than any team in the NHL right now. Loose here for Radish, able to chip it up for Taves. Anytime when they get out of the zone is big. Kane trying to make a play happen. Kane goes behind the goal line. He'll spin it on up. Kane takes a loop. 30 seconds remain. Kane, he skates all around the ice. Kane threw it in front. Taves was right there. He couldn't put the backhand home. Now here comes, an even better back check as it was a one-on-one. Now beyond the reach of Kane. He'll go off for a change. 15 seconds to go in regulation. Now 10. Canadiens, that pass doesn't work out. There's 5 more seconds in regulation. Icing waved off as he won the race. Final 3, final 2, final 1. It's an overtime game. The Chicago Blackhawks have a point. Oh my goodness. Power play goal, Taylor Radish on the rebound. Able to tie this one up. And we are going to overtime. Can you believe it? This is a team where any point works now. They need overtime. And I think we got to stand up for this one.
Advil Dual Action fights pain 2 ways. Advil targets pain at the source, so nothing blocks pain. Advil Dual Action.
Reflect on the past, celebrate the future. This season with Kane.
Wins it. Kane. Stood there. There's Kane. Behind the goal. Kane. Between the legs for Kane. Up high. Kane. Block. Shoots. Everybody score! It's the target!
Folks, you can play Blackhawks Bingo on the Blackhawks app. Play along, track important moments during games. If you get bingo, you can win. Download the app today. I wonder if the Taylor Radish power play goal was on Blackhawks Bingo today.
All right, here we go. Taylor Radish has played a great game. He had the game-tying goal seconds ago as he's trying to get his team the first win in forever, and they have their first point in forever, which will play. Here we go. Maybe. Not yet. Here we go. Overtime. Next goal wins. Dickinson will win the draw. Dickinson's out there with Johnson and Kara, I want to say. Yep, Johnson and Kara. Hawks 2-3 in overtime. The Canadiens 4-1. Through the middle comes Kara trying to generate some space. Didn't like what he saw. Spins on back. Jujar Kara. Now Dickinson. 30 seconds into overtime. 4 minutes 30 remains. Dickinson. Spins on back in his own zone. Here's Dickinson. Jeez. Johnson didn't know where the puck was, and that almost led to something bad. Kane is now on the ice. Johnson, long pass! Almost led to a breakaway for Jonathan Toews. Instead, he will center it to Kane. Kane goes behind the net. Kane sweeps around, and he finds Toews. Toews centering to Kane! He shoots! It gets tipped up high. Kane picks it back up behind the goal line and wraps it around for Jones. Jones walking the line at the point. Jones, dig, shoots! Missed the net wide just barely. Puck comes back to Kane, who will take it back out to center as the Hawks regroup. Toews and Jones stay on the ice with Patrick Kane. Kane cross ice to Jones. Jones all the way down to the other end of the ice. Soderblom out to corral it. Here's Domi now on the sheet as Kane and Toews went off for a change. Here's Athanasiou. This guy's a speedster. Cuts it towards the net. Knocked off of his stick. The Canadiens will have their first possession of overtime. Athanasiou knocked down behind the play. It's a 3-on-2 for Montreal. Suzuki, cross ice, shot! Save Soderblom. He's knocked to the ice. No penalty. The puck sits on the back of the net. Domi's able to take it out and play it up to Athanasiou. Athanasiou and Domi, 2-on-1. Athanasiou missed the net. Off the end wall, it comes in front. Domi out of the corner. Domi able to chip it out of the zone. Played there by Jones. His pass intercepted. 2-on-1. 3-on-1. What a play, Jones! It might lead to a 2-on-1 on the other. Oh no, a breakaway for Athanasiou. Athanasiou knocked down. Centered for Domi. Missed his stick. The fans want a penalty. It's a 2-on-1 the other way. Too many men on the ice for the Blackhawks. The Canadian shot misses the net. The Hawks had 6 people on the ice after an absolutely terrible no call on the other end. What a start to overtime. I even saw that too many men. There were probably 6 people there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they had 5. 2:21, and now the Canadiens are on a power play here in overtime. Athanasiou just let it go. Oh man, it was a great shot. And then he got a breakaway moments later, and I don't know how it's not a penalty. Oh, jeez. All Hawks here in overtime. Now a timeout called by somebody. Montreal called it, as they will begin a power play.
Obviously differing of opinions if you ask the left bench versus the right bench, but you got to think Marty St. Louis, who was a power play player his whole life, he's drawing up the play. They're going to roll.
Well, the Hawks are really going to need a miracle now. They're going to be shorthanded for 2 minutes. 4-on-3. 4 forwards out there for Montreal. Doc will man the point. Athanasiou will serve the penalty. Blackhawks win a face-off, and they're going to be able to get the clear. Here comes Seth Jones, 1-on-1 short-handed. He's just going to kill some time and skate leisurely. Seth Jones couldn't handle it for much longer, but that kills off a good 15 seconds. Canadiens 4-on-3. Cole Caulfield now behind the goal line. Caulfield near circle, up high, Doc. Doc, Caulfield. Doc plays catch with Caulfield. Doc far side, Suzuki. High point, Doc. Near side, Caulfield. Back to Doc. Suzuki lets it go. Deflects up and out of play. First 40 seconds of the power play killed off. Face off Suzuki against Taze. Taze wins it. It's not out of the zone. Kirby Doc, the former Blackhawk, on the ice. Caulfield, Doc. Doc at the point. Doc, Caulfield out there with Suzuki as well. Doc, Caulfield. He switches places with Doc. At the point, Caulfield. Suzuki, fake the shot. And he'll play it back up. Caulfield, 1 minute on the power play. Kirby Doc spins up. Doc towards the net. It's tipped, and it's saved by Soderblom. Tip red all the way. Suzuki tonight on the doorstep. 54 seconds still to kill for the Blackhawks. 1:15 in overtime.
Colby mentioned Suzuki several times now wheeled up high in the zone to get some speed to attack. Canadiens up down in front of the net because the Blackhawks took that pass away.
1:15 in overtime. 54 on the Canadiens power play. And the face-off won by the Blackhawks. It's out to center. Seth Jones, big play. 45 ticks on the man advantage remain. 2 goals aside. Final minute of the extra frame. Taking it all the way behind the net. Now wings it around right wing point. High Doc. Doc Caulfield. Caulfield or Doc to Suzuki. His pass went underneath the stick of his intended target. It comes back to the right wing side for Doc. Doc walks. He's got Caulfield. Pass tipped. Caulfield able to handle it. Now Suzuki. Down low, Monahan at the goal line. High slot, Doc will take it back to the right circle. 30 seconds on the power play, or 6 on the power play. 25 in the overtime. Penalty over. Both teams full strength. Huge kill for the Hawks, but they're not out of the woods yet. Final 18 seconds. Canadiens under control. They'll bring it behind the net, where a Blackhawks nearly force a turnover. 4 skaters out there right now. Final 5 of overtime. Doc pressured by Johnson. Final 3. It goes in front for one last look. It's unable to be handled, and this baby's going to a shootout. Blackhawks already have 1 point. They want to keep playing. We're going to a shootout. What a fun game on the day after Thanksgiving. 2 goals aside, head into an SO shootout. Oh my God, my jaw is quivering. That was anxious moments. The Hawks kill off a power play in overtime. Oh my. All right, here we go. Oh, wait. Jonathan Taze just scored in the shootout. I don't know what happened. My TV glitched, but the Hawks already leading the shootout. And now bringing it wide is Cole Caulfield. Caulfield scores. Soderblom got a piece of it. Yeah. Soderblom got a piece of it, but not all of it. So Taze already scored. I apologize for that. And Caulfield returns the favor. Now Patrick Kane. Here he comes. Kane in. Kane hit the side of the net. If he elevated it, he would have scored. But he didn't. Shootout tied at 1. Second chance coming for Suzuki and the Canadiens. Huge play here for Soderblom. Nick Suzuki, the Canadiens captain, brings it wide and scores. Soderblom, make a save! Biggest, He's just baited, he's baited. He's got no room on your blocker's side. Don't fall for that. Athanasiou has to score here. Andreas Athanasiou. Stands on their feet. Brings it wide. Spins. Shoots. Scores! Athanasiou keeps the Blackhawks alive. Athanasiou got wide. He then brought it horizontal and just ripped it. That's huge. Now Kirby Dach, the former Blackhawk, he can win it. Dach slows into the slot. Scores! He has scored! Kirby Dach scores! Soderblom got beat. No dekes involved. 3 straight shots. And he's just simply beat because this is a young kid that has no experience and he just gets beat on 3 shots. It wasn't top of the net. It wasn't underneath the net. It was just right through him. And that's simply horrible goaltending. Your team just played one heck of a game and Soderblom finds a way to blow it. What a game for the Blackhawks. It's their best they've played in quite some time. Soderblom! He's the only guy I blame. The goals lately have been on the defense. All these goals in that game. How do you give up 3 goals in a shootout? And your guys scored 2. That's usually enough to win it for you. You give up 3 to 3 guys who don't deke it. They just slow in, shoot, and you know what's happening. No special moves. If I was a goalie, I could have made that save. So just sit in your net. Don't fall for it because you know what it's leading to. They're just going to shoot it because they know that you got a weak blocker. They know that you got a weak everything. But at least you get a point, Blackhawks. And I'm impressed by the offensive effort to keep that pressure on all game. Get that late goal. The defense to hold on. Arvid Soderblom, be embarrassed to yourself because you just ruined your team a chance to win this horrendous losing streak. And that's just absolutely horrible. Horrible goaltending and just not being smart of the game. Well, I'm going to leave you here, and I'm going to leave you at that. A disgraceful effort in the shootout from Arvid Soderblom after an unbelievable effort from his offense and defense in that game. And Soderblom sure let his guys down. Because they even scored 2 times in the shootout, which usually is good enough. But Arvid Soderblom's clearly not. Mrazek, the veteran, probably even makes those saves. He probably doesn't make them earlier in the game, but he makes those saves in a shootout 3 times. They go underneath your glove 3 times because you know what's happening. And then Soderblom just doesn't make any adjustments. Here comes Suzuki on the slope. I'm going to skate horizontal, like what everyone else did. And then he's just going to rip it. And Soderblom still didn't adjust. He got 3 times to adjust it, and he couldn't. So, Soderblom, you better go home and think about that. What an effort, though, to keep yourself in that game if you're the Blackhawks. And then you let Kirby Dach just run where he used to play. You're trying to show him up, and then you just lose it. Arvid Soderblom, I don't give a care if you didn't play with him. You still better want to win that game. You still better want to show him that he should have stayed with us. So Arvid Soderblom, I'm going to leave it at this. I liked his play, but if you can't handle a shootout, go back to the AHL. 3 times they did the same thing, and he couldn't adjust it. So there you go. I'm going to leave you at that. Thank you all for hopping on. It was a good game. The Hawks get a point. But Arvid Soderblom just finds a way to put it all to waste. They were in that shootout. Boy, were they ever in that shootout. Here comes Arvid Soderblom. Oh, I never played with Dach. We don't need to win this game. 1 point's enough. He falls asleep. Doesn't even try in the shootout. There you go. Canadiens win 3-2 in a shootout. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Goodbye.